as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Returner decides to fair catch this.
Pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
First down, looking to throw the football.
This game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of...
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year. football.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. Gamecocks will kick this away to get us going here. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. They bring him down right at the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure, and the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Linebackers making some adjustments now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Past the 10. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
And the Gamecocks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to create better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll try the ground game here with the running back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. Making people miss. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Sooners come up to the line in a hurry-up. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now the all-important extra point. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And here's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the sophomores got him for a sack. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down and 10 now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keeping it on the ground here. Fighting off the defender. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, and he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Caught quickly. Will he score here? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's got it inside the 15. Not much on the return. Set up at the 24. Looking to throw it on first down. That's a nice catch along the sideline, but it gains nothing.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Brings up second down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Out past the 30. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass ball is incomplete on the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. South Carolina, 14. Oklahoma, 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. This time, a completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. He's escaping the pocket now. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll run it from the gun. Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble now. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, He sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Pass complete. It's second down now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The Gamecocks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Picks up 4. That's a first down for the offense.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. We'll try to run it with the option. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And they pick up the first on the ground. They bring him down after. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
They convert the PATs, so the lead is now 21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Sooners offense is back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. The pocket, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover. Touchdown, South Carolina. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. That gets him a touchdown.
35. Oklahoma.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They're basically the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive.
Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Using his legs here. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. The returner is brought down. It's a start with the next drive. Just time enough for one more play in the half. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, South Carolina 35, Oklahoma 14.
The Sooners will kick it off to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. The Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Hey.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Brings up 2nd down. Ready.
The Sooners are in the red zone now.
Lasso.
Here comes a handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try.
Here we go. Lion.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing.
Carrier.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirmed it with the review. It's blocked. When they grab it, it's a live ball here.
How about this defense